MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, and State Farm.
This time we're going to take a look at a new upscale car from Japan. But to do that, we have to look at the whole picture first. The $20,000 to $30,000 luxury sedan market is one that's been dominated by Germans. But in the last few years, the Japanese have made a good effort to break that domination. The leader has been Honda with its now familiar Acura nameplate. And now there's another new Acura model that Honda hopes will put BMW at the rear of the pack. It's the Acura Legend Coupe. Of course, any car amid has serious competition for the likes of BMW had better be a serious driving machine. And this is where the Acura Legend Coupe succeeds, sometimes. At highway speeds, the Legend Coupe is a delight, quiet at 67 decibels, and smooth with just enough steering feel for effortless maneuvering. Not German, but pretty close. But as the speedometer edges down from 65, the car's character changes. The power steering boost increases until road feel is almost non-existent. The crisp, forgiving suspension is still there, but the lack of feel always leaves you wondering where you are. But our automatic Legend Coupe did turn in some impressive acceleration numbers. 0 to 60 took only 9 seconds, and the quarter mile ended in 17.3 seconds at 81 miles per hour. Acceleration is smooth, but with your foot to the floor, the front-wheel drive Legend Coupe doesn't feel as stable as its rear-drive competitors. Stopping, though, is simply superb. Honda's new anti-lock brake system stops the Legend Coupe in a short 108 feet from 55 miles per hour. And since anti-locks allow you to steer while braking, you maintain control in any situation. Power for all this comes from a well-balanced 2.7-liter V6 with 24 valves. It puts out 161 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. Performance is improved over the Legend sedan's 2.5-liter power plant, and this engine seems to rev more freely than the four-doors. But this is a luxury car, and looks and comfort can be just as important as driving excitement. So if Acura wants to beat the Germans, they'll have to come up with something a bit more distinctive. While the Coupe shares no sheet metal with the sedan, the lowered front end is still too anonymous. It looks too much like any other Japanese design. The roofline, however, is handsome in a BMW kind of way and gives superb all-around visibility. And the slick tail does have distinguishing tail lamps that set it slightly apart from the Legend sedan. The inside fares somewhat better with a lot of well-thought-out design. But once again, its flavor lacks the cool panache that distinguishes Germany's finest. Controls are what we've come to expect from Honda. Simple and to the point. Everything's positioned with the driver in mind. The wheel carries Honda's SRS airbag system. The SRS stands for Supplemental Restraint System. Supplemental means you still have to wear your seatbelt. Gauges are basic but well presented and easy to read. And they include a gear shift indicator for the 4-speed automatic with its lockout overdrive. The obligatory leather seats should please German car fans. They're firm and supportive, yet for some reason only the driver rates an adjustable lumbar support. Seat controls are also curious. Fore and aft movement and rake are power controlled, but there's an awkward manual control for height. The passenger seat has only basic manual controls. Of course, a luxury car needs a fine stereo, and the Legend Coupe's bass system is one of the best we've heard. The additional pod-mounted radio control is a very nice touch. The automatic climate control system is well designed and easy to use, even though the designers felt it necessary to hide the manual override buttons. One thing that surprised us was the abundance of plastic plugs for places where optional switches would go, on the dash and the center console. We expect them in econo boxes, but not in luxury coupes. Rear seat room is adequate for even large passengers, and shoulder belts are standard equipment. Plus, the retractable rear windows are a feature missing in most coupes, and rear passengers really appreciate them, as they will also appreciate the huge flat trunk with its low liftover sill. The Acura Legend Coupe is EPA rated at 18 city, 23 highway. We return 20 on our 100-mile mixed driving loop. And as for price, the Legend isn't cheap. In top-level LS trim, it runs $28,688. And it does have some stiff competition. You can have a BMW 325iS for about the same price. The Beamer also gives superior performance and better steering feel, although it has less interior and luggage space. The Acura XR4 Ti costs thousands less than the least expensive Legend Coupe. It also has better steering feel, but lacks the Acura's smooth six-cylinder engine. In our safety check, the Acura sweeps the field with front passive restraints, rear shoulder belts, 5-mile-per-hour bumpers, radial tires, and anti-lock brakes, all standard in LS trim. And it's the superb anti-lock brake system that leads our list of hits, followed by the car's fine acceleration, comfortable interior, and high-speed performance. Misses include the price, the bland front-end styling, indifferent low-speed steering feel, and some less than luxurious interior details. So the Acura Legend Coupe isn't likely to make BMW and Mercedes owners flock to Acura dealers. It's a good, if somewhat flawed, attempt at beating the Germans at their own game. But with early attempts like this, you can bet that some nervous German engineers will be keeping a close eye on everything that wears the name Acura.